Hey, here's our organiser, Tony. Apparently he's organised the whole thing in Normandy just because it goes with his last name, Ormandy. Are you worried, Tony?
Nah, not worried at all.
All right.
Good day. It's going to be a good weekend, mate. Great weekend.
Good stuff. Oh, we love your hoodie there, mate.
Vor der Kaserne, vor dem großen Tor, steht eine Laterne und steht sie noch davor. Dort wollen wir uns wiedersehen, bei der Laterne wollen wir stehen, wie einst Lili Marleen, wie einst Lili Marleen. Unsere beiden Schatten sahen wie einer aus, dass wir lieb uns hatten, das sah man gleich daraus. Und alle Leute sollen es sehen, wenn wir bei der Laterne stehen, wie einst Lili Marleen.
Der steigt und die Sonne uns lacht, der Tag glühend weiß oder eiskalt die Nacht. Bestaunt sind die Gesichter, doch wo ist unser Sinn, ja unser Sinn. Es braucht unser Tanzen im Schuld dahin. Oh, stimmt und es schneit und die Sonne uns lacht. So scheint die Sonne, herrlich gemacht. Wer weiß, ob sie morgen für uns auch noch lacht. Werft an die Motoren, schiebt Vollgas hinein. Startet los, fliegen an, heute geht es zum Feind. An die Maschinen, Kamerad, da gibt es kein Zurück. Der steigt und die Sonne uns lacht, der Tag glühend weiß oder eiskalt die Nacht. Bestaunt sind die Gesichter, doch wo ist unser Sinn?
was just a rookie trooper, and he surely shook with pride. He checked all his equipment and made sure his pack was tight. He had to sit and listen to those awful engines roar. You ain't gonna jump no more. Gory, gory, what a hell of a way.
So here we go, leading into the Militaria display. First things you're going to see are 6th Airborne Sergeant Major and a late war example of a German uniform with the Zeltbound quarter worn in a poncho style, and some close-ups on the equipment it each carried. Fine examples, thanks for bringing them along. And this is an excellent display of Dragon 1/6 scale miniatures, or action figures. So these here are 12 inches tall, same size as the Action Man or G.I. Joe that some of the older viewers might remember. But these are absolutely fantastic, and they go down to details such as pouches that open and close, magazines that are removable, and occasionally even single rounds that can be taken off the top of the magazines. Removable bayonets, fighting knives and so on. They're really good. So thank you very much. I believe this was a son of one of the Militaria displays, or one of the Militaria collectors displays. So thank you so much for bringing them along, because they were fantastic. If anybody can find any of these anywhere, I recommend you pick them up. I used to have one for Aachen. Yep, unfortunately I moved it on. Going into the actual displays themselves now, see some displays. There's a toggle rope, the earlier Sten with the wire or steel butt on it. I believe that's Mark II or Mark III. I think the Mark IV is the wooden stock. Short magazine Lee Enfield. Moving on now, we've got some captured photographs, regalia, stuff like that involved. Moving on, some more personal equipment of the British. We can see pickaxe helve and a trenching tool in its pouch. Again, SMLE, Lanfield. We can see a pig sticker bayonet there, and also a mine detector, infantry mine detector. And moving across some of the uniforms, some fine examples of uniforms on display here. for the Allied nations at the moment, starting off with the British 6th Airborne Sergeant Major, working our way down. Then flicking over to the German uniforms, have a fine Fallschirmjäger one on the left, Gebirgsjäger uniform, and some German uniforms there.
How do you roll sensitivity?
So you get a gun team save.
You have been officially smoked.
Sweet, so smoked that one and that one.
I'm assuming you're
Now, can my light mortar knock out?
You probably have this
Can my light mortar knock out
Crocodile. Flame
Alright, here we go. Here's a deployment as it stood at the start of turn 1. So you could see the 6th Airborne holding the edge of Pegasus Bridge in Benneville here. Those markers mean they are dug in for those squads, and they start the game hidden until, of course, they carry out the actions as required in the bold action rulebook. So you can see just the other side of the road, an MMG, also more squads. Down the edge of that hedge line, there's an officer and a first lieutenant and the 6-pounder and the jeep which got dragged into battle. Top left-hand part of the corner of the board there, you can see a German veteran pioneer squad. That's got a flamethrower, so a big threat for us. Over here we can see another dug-in paratrooper squad, and entering the orchard there we can see a paratrooper squad that was lost. I was following some rules there. So there's a Stug coming on. Second floor of that hotel, there's a MMG as well. Top floor there, you can see the spotter for the mortar. There's a German infantry squads creeping up there. And the second floor of that building is also a sniper for the Germans. There's the mortar. And going down the various hedge lines, you can see a bunch of infantry squads and various types of uniform, etc. Being a static infantry division, they got basically whatever equipment they could get. And we can see now as we link into the flanks of 21st Panzer there and the other allied groups there on our flanks. So that's how the Pegasus Bridge or Benneville board lay at the start of the game. You can see the first rays of sun of D-Day +4. So end of turn 1 on our table at this end here by Pegasus Bridge. So the veteran German pioneers come up there. Got a couple of pins on them from the MMG and this dug-in squad here, dropping their hidden and opening fire at them. Killed a guy or two. The remainder Germans popped out some of the buildings there, just starting to advance out of those. A lot of the units here for the British Airborne have stayed in their cover and gone to sort of ambush or down, depending on whether they can possibly get a shot or not at the Germans coming. Wanting to hold on to that bridge, of course. Not too sure about what's going to go on there. Sort of hidden away in the rules there. The game organiser, of course, will have some ideas. So over here, there's lots happening here. So we've got the spotter up in that building there, and he has used that to spot the QF6 pounder here. The mortar over here, dropped around and missed, luckily, needing to fire next turn. The MMG team run up the second floor of that building there. This squad here broke cover and run up to the end of the hedge, was targeted and took a casualty, took the MMG from the squad here. This squad in the forest in the orchard here just stayed put, the lost squad. Down here, guys, the mortar there is using a spotter in this chateau, trying to range in on that one. So hopefully we'll get a quick early dice next turn to do something about that. And down here we have got the light mortar and the sniper attempting to shoot that spotter up there before he gives them the good news, or the 6 pounder the good news. And of course the big news is the Stug came down that road there. The QF6 pounder fired at it first, basically just stunned the crew. Then the Piat run out of cover, point blank range, shot it and immobilised and put some more pins on. So hopefully I get a good quick dice there because I've got the platoon commander there. Hopefully can snap to it. We'll go around the other tables and see what's happening there. Thanks guys.
I haven't done anything. Oh no,
Killed a Sherman? Well, that's a pretty good start, mate. That's a pretty good start. Is that Mike Sherman over there?
that Sherman is dead.
Yep.
He has a very large template. Yeah, hold on.
All right, Gordon, what's going on here?
Artillery.
Ooh. You got worfed, did you?
You done? You done? Yep. You done? Right on. Is this good covering any point?
Anyone seen Vince?
Right, what's going on?
So the Americans are moving up to their next jump-off point. We're trying to get rid of this annoying little armoured car, which we can't kill at the moment.
Ah, is that a 222 there?
Yes. It's taken 2 shots from the Sherman and hasn't been destroyed.
Nice. And you've got a nice flock of sheep there. 2 flocks of sheep?
Yes, it's 2 flocks of sheep around.
All right. Yeah, who's got the upper hand? On a shed?
We've taken the initiative and attack, coming forward, but we're just at the moment just getting into position so we can start calling down some serious firepower. We've had an assault over here, which initiated by the Germans, destroyed an American engineer squad over the side there. The Sherman's coming up into position to try and kill them a bit.
Okay, so they've consolidated there up to that hedge, have they, after destroying the engineers?
Yeah, well, I think he's going after the inexperienced squad.
Okay. All right, I see you're starting to mass back here around the staff car.
About to come down on that.
Okay.
Target there that I'm going to try and pull 5 out.
Tasty. All right. Good luck, allies. Right, so into turn 3s. First of all, allies got first dice. Given to the officer. Snap 2. The Piet ran down in the hedge line. Getting the side shot for the Stug. Needed a 3. Rolled a 2. The 6-pounder was on the corner here. Needed a 2 at point blank range. Rolled a 1. The German infantry moved into this forest, opened fire at the Piet, failed to hit them. The command squad here moved up and SMG'd them to death. Yes, that's how that worked. Then the German mortar over there, using the spotter, dropped their round on top of the 6-pounder here. That was destroyed. Also gave some pins to the Foo there as well. Killed a guy there. So over here, sniper destroyed my sniper, and the light mortar attempted to hit the spotter over there. Again, it failed to hit, needing a 4 next turn. This squad here moved up from where it was into the hayfield, tried a shot at the recce jeep, got a pin. That's all they did. We had an infantry squad over here, the one from the truck disembarked, moving to the middle of that hayfield. Now, 2 things happened here. They fired at the squad here. It was dug in and therefore got good saves. Didn't even hit. However, in return, they killed a few guys. Then this parachute squad, which is the lost unit, basically moved to the edge of that wall. Opened fire on that squad there, gave them loads of casualties, and they melted away and died. However, that squad there has crossed halfway, and apparently that's a trigger point for the German reinforcements. Looking down here as well, we have got this veteran engineer squad move forward here, open fire on the squad here which dug in, not much effect, and in return the MMG and then the squad here. This section was actually more effective than MMG, took an exceptional, and thank goodness took away the flamethrower, which is my biggest concern there, getting within range, because of course would have ignored all the cover saves for those guys. Everybody else have gone down or into ambush. That bridge there, it's starting to look a bit worrying now with reinforcements coming, and luckily I also have reinforcements coming, because although we recycle the 6-pounder, which are straggling units coming up into reserve, and also the Piet will get put into reserve, starting to get worried about that Stug there. However, I have got some help on the way. Let's see how it turns out for us as we go into the next turn. So at the end of this turn, the Brits are taking some casualties. That Stug there is immobilised in that centre of that road, which I'm pretty sure is going to turn out to be probably more help than harm, to be honest. Now all I want to do is destroy it there where it is. That would be a very handy result. I really want this light mortar to come into action soon, if that tank can't come into action, and see what goes on. Alright. In support over here, we have got the Brits coming up, and we've also got the 21st Panzer Division just starting to turn up on the edge of our sector here too. Starting to sneak into view here. Right, all across the board, the Allies are starting to move up.
Excuse me, what are we doing? Turn 4.
Tony wants me to come forward and I don't want to.
Alright, that's a Gordon summary. Alright Tony, what's going on over here?
Well, it's, we're pushing forward slowly, but the British are refusing to advance, though one of their sections has finally moved forward. We've got other units down here which are rallying after being severely hit with mortars and...
Okay, these ones down here?
Yeah, rallied. And over this side we're holding the other end, we've got a holding force going.
Yeah.
Medium machine gun in the middle here
Yep.
is actually holding everything British up at the far end.
Alright, the medium machine gun. Much maligned medium machine gun's doing what it does best.
Yep.
A well-sighted medium machine gun that didn't move last turn.
Hasn't moved since the second move of the game.
Yeah, good fields of fire. All things to consider, all these people maybe who are suggesting that machine guns should do certain things. I think maybe there should be certain criteria if we want to increase their stats. That would probably be one of them. Well sighted and hadn't moved. Right, good stuff, guys.
Already taken out a regular squad and is about to take out this mortar.
Okay.
The bulldozer has been ploughing through all the bocage and making gaps everywhere and shooting up stuff. Yep. This infantry squad's coming forward finally to try and hold that flank.
Yep.
Infantry here is charged up. Just got to get rid of these shirkers over here.
Bit of a standoff at the moment. I'm hiding behind.
They're not stripping behind that hedge, are they?
Yeah, he's hiding behind the hedge.
Okay, righto.
This armoured car's been living a
Charmed life still.
2 direct hits from a Sherman and survived, and another one missed it completely.
But the bomb sheep will destroy it though.
Well, the officers come along and shot it and put the pin on it.
The bomb sheep. Look, there's two units of bomb sheep there. Doesn't know what it's in for now.
The Sherman's had its turret jammed.
Right.
The artillery observer's been calling down fire not very well.
On that wall, we were shooting.
A lot of infantry trying to take out this one squad over here.
They panicked on the motivation.
Yeah.
And then there's some other infantry coming over here, appearing to try and make a breakthrough over this way without triggering reserves. So.
Okay, towards that open area over there.
Yeah, I can't replace infantry with armour, which kind of sucks.
Okay, all right. So you're looking sort of quite poised quite well here then, aren't you?
Yeah.
What's going on over here? Chris, this you, is it?
Yeah, I'm hiding behind the bocage at the moment.
Sounds like a good tactic for not dying.
Yeah.
How about for invading, like, France though?
Not really too fast on invading France at the moment because there's some pretty nasty stuff coming for me. You know, I don't really want to face down a panther or a stag.
All right. So basically, your tactic is to hold, wait for flanking support, and avoid the.
Over there.
Yeah, so he's flanking actually.
My half track and 2 tanks over there are flanking at the moment.
Ah, this is you, right? Okay.
Yeah, I've got infantry
Awesome.
half track.
Okay, all right. Good commentary. I'll move down the rest of the board. Well done, guys.
Is it from?
That building here.
Aha, the inevitable casualties of a massive game. What's going on here, Tony?
I don't know about the Yanks over there. They're just too scared to come over the
The
hedge.
halfway mark.
Yeah. We're just holding a delaying action here.
Yep,
Most of the action's here in the middle.
yep, for sure.
Where our opponents finally decide to push forward, but to really no avail.
And this is the poor Canadians, isn't it?
No, the Canadians, the next one over. This is the 50th Infantry.
Ah, right, sorry, yep.
They brought on a Churchill, which has been piddling around in the shell holes. In the centre here, that we've just got set another couple of wee ambush for him. But he's finally decided to push on the far side to come out from behind the cover.
Yep, good.
So he's eventually, but he hasn't found a way of getting rid of the medium machine gun, which has been causing him all sorts of problems yet.
That medium machine gun's been sighted very well there.
It's nailing anything that moves out there.
All right, good. I'm going to crack on. I'm going to crack on towards the end of this table. The bridging assets coming up.
He's just got to find another way across the bridge.
Yep. Is that tank destroyed on the bridge, is it?
No, I don't think that one is.
That one was pushed off with the dozer blades. Okay, cool. I'm going to move on now through the British sector here and get on towards the airborne end, and then I can tell you exactly what's going on here, because I was that soldier.
It goes slowly, but it's a big game. It's all banging here in the centre.
All right, quick summary of what's going on here. So first of all, the Shermans came up, 2 Shermans, believe it or not, as you saw earlier in the preceding shots. They got there, shot at the Stug, bounced off, Stug in return opened fire and destroyed the front one. The front one has now been dozer bladed off, in effect. For game purposes, it's been recycled. So there's been some more casualties taken off the veteran pioneer squad here. Luckily, it's been a flamethrower. Thanks to some fantastic shooting, some rapid fire shooting from this squad in here. MMG didn't hold its end up this turn, that's for sure, but that squad there did. This squad here moved up and also got some incoming and whittled itself down. Passed an order test though, so well done. The forward artillery observer is called in fire on the lamppost there, so beware Mr. Tumnus. If you're going from land to spare don't head towards the lone lamppost because you're going to get some artillery dropped on you. At the back here, guys moved up around cover there, maybe with an idea to maybe push through and go towards that smaller unit there. So we have found some assets, some airborne guys, maybe from 7 Paras area, brought up another 6-pounder. So it's come on recycled to there. Hoping that it gets a clear shot maybe next turn. And the mortar, again trying to fire at that heavy mortar, and again missing, needing a 3 next turn. This squad over here is absolutely nails. It's hammering its rapid fire and has destroyed the squad that was behind that hedge there where the recce jeeps moved up to now. And that squad over there moved out of its cover of the orchard and moved across the open field, advanced, and took out the artillery observer there, not until it had already dropped in or called for artillery fire successfully where that crosshair is there. So we're all poised for turn 5. Artillery coming in for both the Germans and the British, and let's see what happens. It's been a fantastic day so far. Thanks to everyone who's taken part. Been loads of people here looking at it. It's been a real spectacle. Thanks for everyone who supported us with the equipment, the weapons, and the memorabilia as well. So it brings the end of day 1. Thanks everyone. We'll see you tomorrow. All right, Dave, you first. What's happening?
Well, if you have a look over to the left, you'll notice that my hand grenadiers with their attached half-track have taken out the enemy half-track and we're about to go into those guys hiding behind the bush there.
They're going to go into them. They don't like it up them.
If we can,
the cold steel.
I don't think we can.
Nice. All right, lovely looking battlefield too. Al, what's going on? What's going on over here? Hang on. Oh, let's zoom in around here. Tell me what's going on because it looks beautiful.
Got some tanks coming in to support the infantry.
Oh yeah.
The Churchill AVRE coming in for the troops and the Sherman Firefly for the tanks. And we're going to be moving forward down the road and seeing what happens.
Nice. And that Panzer burning bright. Who has set that alight?
The Sherman Firefly coming on the table.
Tasty.
Tasty, rolling forward.
And how many 6s in a row did you roll?
3 individual 6s in a row.
Oh, nice.
Yahtzee time.
Yahtzee!
Yahtzee.
All right, what's going on over here?
The troops are charging the guns.
Yep.
So they're going to either die horribly or win really well.
Nice.
So it's just who gets the first quarter dice and then away we go.
Great. Good stuff, guys. All right, I'll crack on. Well done. All right, well, at this end of the board. So first things first, the Stug. The Germans got the first dice, and the Stug rolled insane courage, double ones, took the pins off that it had, and opened fire at the Sherman. This time, just crew stunned. Thank goodness. Then the Brits got a dice, the Allies. So what happened is their larger squad ran up there. Opened fire on the small German infantry squad that was just beside the large green forest there. They destroyed that, and then the the Brits, the officer there came forward and shot at the German officer there, destroying that unit too. Now it wasn't all roses though, and before that happened we had the artillery come in for both sides. The Allies one went terribly awry, landed on the corner of the hedgerow here, where the forward artillery officer was dug in, destroyed him, and we took a couple of casualties as well, including one off that poor medic unit there. It wasn't all hugs and kisses, that's for sure. Over here, the artillery did come in on that unit that was dug in, took a couple of casualties from that, and then later on in the turn, the remainder have started to push right into that orchard. Over here, the sniper's been shooting at people to not much effect this turn. The PAC 40 has come on from reserves. as has that infantry squad. The machine gun, the MMG, is still in the second floor of that hotel with a good line of sight. The another MMG squad has come up the road there and is inside the wood there. So it has brought its fire to bear on the squads outside. To no effect this turn, but that could all change next turn. Over here, the MMG opened fire on that squad there, which is going to go get a dug-in marker at the end of this turn when it finishes. Put another pin on it, no casualties, sorry, one casualty. Trying to take the MMG though, and it wasn't the MMG this turn, unfortunately. That would have been very nice, reducing the risk there. This squad here has remained dug in and hidden, it's yet to do anything. The remainder of this squad here has moved around and occupied the trenches that other squad has vacated as they pushed forward to form a perimeter. Down here, so the light mortar went to fire at the Stug, missed. It's just over one edge from the edge of that Sherman to the Stug, so he can fire at it. Needs a 5 next turn. We'll see how that goes. Just outside the 12-inch minimum range. The 6-pounder here at the moment is completely stymied by the fact that Sherman was stunned and had to remain in place there. The snipers came on, had a shot at the sniper in the building there to no effect. Mortar had a direct line of sight to the Germans' heavy mortar over there. Opened fire on it, again missing, needing a 2 next turn. They managed to do that, hopefully. The Piats come back on and the Cromwells come on, also targeted the building with sniper in it. Seemed a bit of a theme this game. If you don't have anything to shoot in this turn, then shoot at that second floor of the building. Again, it didn't do anything. Actually, it missed because of the fact it's come on and it was long range as well, just a 6-pounder. So that's sort of where we're poised. Obviously, we've got stuff going on over here, which you just got told about. And I'll go on and I'll move the rest of the tables, and we'll see how everybody else is getting on at the end of turn 5. Alright, back again. So, end of turn 6. So the Stug came to life, opened fire, put a pin onto the Sherman. That infantry or paratrooper squad there ran into the forest. They'd run into the forest, and it this turn that recycled MMG squad has come up. This unit has run out of the bush, run over that hedge. One guy's at point blank range, 6 inches, and they let rip, and especially that LMG has killed 2 more dudes. I'm just waiting to see for my opponent to take a leadership test to see if they go or not. It'd be quite ironic if we destroy that 2 turns in a row. This unit here is dug in, it's pretty much entrenched there. The MMG and this unit here opened fire on it, did a little. The same unit here is still hidden and dug in, did nothing, making sure we hold on to that end of the bridge, the approach, vital to our mission here. The 6-pounder opened fire on the house there, on the floor of the house. It had the sniper on it up there, did not hit. Over here, again, the light mortar attempted to hit the Stug and its little channel of fire which it's got, missed again. So the mortar here finally hit the German mortar, killed 2 guys. One guy was left, he passed the leadership test. It was last turn. They were wiped out by that paratrooper unit. This turn that paratrooper unit has disappeared inside, has slaughtered the sniper there, and is currently on the bottom floor of that building. The PaK 40's come on over there. The German units have come around there. We've also got the FU back on the board there, for artillery officer. The large squad's come back through there, and down the far side here, that unit is pretty steadfast there, and we started to get other units appearing from the sectors next to us. 21st Panzer starting to encroach on our position. They caused a few casualties there amongst the British, and this unit here in the orchard is standing fast. So, it's a lot harder to try and remember what's going on here with so much happening, guys, so my apologies that it's not the most coherent step-by-step like it normally is with our battle reports. One thing that happened before that squad of paratroopers ran inside and caught up with a sniper, the German sniper, and hacked into bits, is this Panzer IV opened fire on them. Luckily, they managed to just avoid getting hit by 1 pip on the dice. 21st Panzers brought their Marder on, and we start to see now that it is a bit of a slugfest here between the men of steel as they're starting to face off against each other. There's our amazing administrator and dice man. Oh, what a hero. So here's how we stand for kill points. Those are all units lost. Top you can see the Pegasus Bridge sector which we're on. Scrolling down you can see as we get down the landings or sectors from our left flank to right flank in the British and right to left respectively in the Germans. So that's how we stand after turn 6. We'll do another battle of flyby. Alright, so here we go, 2nd Armoured Sector. So I hear we've had some progress, have we?
Yeah, MA Greyhound reconnaissance unit from the 4th Light Recce Company broke through the German lines this morning.
Yep.
Gathering vital information on enemy movements behind enemy lines.
Nice.
Reinforcements are on their way from the 2nd Heavy Armour Company. We've got Sherman's mechanised infantry and M10 tank destroyers on the way.
Good. So where did that M8 disappear to?
It's gone hunting
down this road here.
Yeah, it's gone off that road there. We believe the German field command's several kilometres.
Nice.
Lines.
Good work. It's another 3 points on the board for the breakthrough starting to happen in this sector. Well done, Chris. Right, moving on. Oh, looks like a bit of a bloodfest going on here. What's happening, Al? Give us an update. Need a sit rep. Both of you, go for it. German perspective first.
I've lost half of my army at least once over, but we've knocked out a few tanks, had some brave veterans there, had a go at that one and missed, but the heavy anti-tanks, I got one, and I think veterans in a truck got another one at one point. My sniper died horribly. My
Water round blew up.
My 222 was quite the hero until it got flamethrowered.
Yes, I heard that it had been quite a plucky vehicle, all right? Yeah. Have the sheep mines been deployed yet, or are they still just loitering with intent?
I think they're resistance. I think they're against.
They're waiting until last turn, then they're going to
swarm. They're an entire resistance cell just waiting there.
Yeah.
Oh, there's some. I'll tell you what, there's going to be some blood on the bocage here, though.
Yeah, it's been bloody for the last
that
day.
That gap in the bocage there's no one queuing up to run across that, are they? They're starting to draw straws and number off like in the big red one.
Yeah.
All right, good work. And Al, what's happening from your perspective? Do you want to say with the enemy within earshot, or are you all good?
Basically, we're planning to destroy them quite easily this next turn. We've got a Sherman here that's coming up this way, going to come up this way and give them some problems. There's some engineers over here that are looking at some veteran infantry going, tasty.
Yep. Have they got a line of sight to them?
Yeah.
Nice.
Sherman's just waiting to kill that 40 as soon as he can get it, because his turret has been jammed and he's just moved into the right position to kill it.
Okay, it's jammed in the forward arc, is it?
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, it's just getting ready for this next assault. I'm finally going to get some reserves coming on.
Yep.
Because I haven't been losing much.
Good.
Odd bits and pieces lost, chucked off them, but not losing units.
Alright, well, we'll go on to the next turn then and see how we get on. But yeah, it's the breakthroughs are starting to happen now, the pressure's starting to tell. Thanks guys, have a good turn. Hey, welcome back to the end of the turn, second to last turn. So the Pack 40 up here, open fire. And put some pins onto the Sherman, stunning it, can't do anything this turn. Stupidly over here, because the turns were blurring together, I did not run those guys off when they had no pins on them. And then reserves came on and blocked their escape route off the table to get 3 extra victory points and caused a lot of casualties. Absolute silliness from me. The MMG and this squad here opened up on that squad there to come around, put a couple of pins on it. So over in here, the 2 guys here at the edge of the corner of the hotel, that is the Forward Artillery Officers unit. They were sniped by the sniper down here. That hedge we've been playing it as, that one's a low hedge, so visible, so you can see through that angle into the corner there where he was, and destroyed the Forward Artillery Officer. This unit here and the unit on the other side here basically turned into complete snipers. The 4-man unit that was in the bottom of this building here was hoping to, as soon as that Pack 40 had used its dice, charge out and charge into it. Even with 4 guys, I was banking on the fact that I could maybe beat them in close combat and then escape off the edge of the table. However, the Germans got 7 dice in a row. At one stage, 4 on one stage, and then 7 in another time, and they just got whittled down. They just died, just weight of fire basically. The Cromwell came up here, tried to fire through that gap at the Stug. It failed to hit it. The Piet's run up there is in the hedge, so that Stug is visible for us next turn. We'll see what goes on there. The 6-pounder has actually stayed in ambush, so hopefully that'll come up good for us. The Forward Artillery Officer here, basically this is the last turn. He's not going to be able to call in fire, so he's run up into a position where he's defensive and can't be seen by anybody. So the mortar that took all those turns to destroy the enemy mortar basically turned into a sniper. There was a unit of the inexperienced Germans behind that hedge line over there. Rolled a 6, first time to hit, took out 4 guys, didn't cause a leadership test. However, this unit here, basically the Germans were in here behind that, excellent firepower from them, and caused a leadership test. They had 5 pins on them, and they were destroyed. So that's where we're poised. The British Airborne holds the bridge going into the last turn. The Germans push back. We're currently in the lead for victory points, I believe something like 11-6. I'm going to go and give you an update on that in a minute. So we're in a pretty good place, holding the bridge, holding our flank and ahead in victory points for kills, etc. So yeah, we're in a good place. Join us at the end of this turn. So as we're at going into the last turn, I've lost 6 units. Still my opponent has lost 10 units. We're just doing artillery, as you can hear in the background at the start of the final turn. At the top you can see the extra points for getting off the table for the Allied. We're looking pretty good. Although we're starting to, in the middle here, just on the British flank and Canadian flank, we're starting to lose a few units. Really have to kill off some guys, score some points without losing any more units. Join us soon for another update. Let's go into the final turn of the Normandy game. Here we go. Here's a flyby over the battlefield. See the positions now. 21st Panzer counter-attacking strongly.
This is the King Tide destroy unit? King Tide destroy unit?
Final turn flyby. Reconnaissance flight, guys, for the final turn. Let me through. Final turn, reconnaissance flight. Tony, can you ask those guys to step back?
Hang on. Hang on.
Sit back, reconnaissance flight.
How's Gordon? Was good? Was it good, Gordon? Was it good? Was it good?
I missed. 40mm.
Okay.
Yeah, I hit.
Volk, you winning? Hope not. You're on the opposite. You're on the opposing side. Sorry, man. Sorry. I hate to tell people I hope they're not winning.
Everyone ready?
There we go. That's how the table lies at the start of the final turn.
9, aren't you? Going through. And a 4 is knocked out.
You've hit 1, 2. I've hit 1, 2, okay.
Oh, good shot. What was that? Faust?
Yeah, infantry. I missed the bring carrier.
Oh. Last rays of light of D plus 5. What's happening in this sector?
It's been literally a standoff the whole game until like kind of now.
Yep, and?
Now we're kicking ass.
You're kicking ass, are you? Taking names?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's been pretty brutal.
Good one.
It's taken us all game to get to each other though.
It's taken me all game just to get 2 kills.
Those are your regulars. Yeah, regulars. You're going to try and kill me?
So here's the finishing tally, guys. So the British scored 49 units destroyed of the Germans, plus 3 points for a unit getting off the table, total of 52. The Germans destroyed 58 units. So Germans continue to hold. It'll be a long time before we get to Caen, and they continue to hold. However, we have held Pegasus Bridge down in our sector, so they can't get any reinforcements that way. So our position, although we haven't pushed on, is still fairly secure where we are. So German victory, moral victory perhaps for the Allies. They are ashore and they've held their ground. Right, so that's the end of the game here. British Airborne. We got the first dice. What we did is first thing to have a shot was the Sherman. He actually failed his auto test but had to reverse and go down. That came in handy later. He's just at the edge of where the screen there was now. The Cromwell came up to the side here on the next dice of mine. Had a shot, did nothing. The Piat ran in beside it against that hedge and had a shot against the side arm. Put a couple of pins on after stunning the crew. The light mortar that's in here also put a couple of pins on after stunning the crew as well. And the basically they had to go down and took no further part in the turn. So the British back here still dug in. The MMG opened fire over here, killed a couple of guys. The squad over here tried to activate again in the building, failed, went down, basically saved its lives probably. The fact that it went to small team and it was down. The turn commander there also ended up going down, only suffered one more pin throughout the rest of that turn. It's down here. The 6-pounder opened fire as well on the Stug, bounced off. That Stug has been pretty much nothing except a roadblock for us. So in some ways it worked out okay, because after it became immobile it didn't actually destroy too much. It got off much worse. Over here, this mortar again turned into a bit of a sniper, shot the German infantry units behind that hedge there. Had a hit on a 6, wiped out most of the squad, and then they failed and withdrew. The finishing result in this corner, the British Airborne still dug in around Pegasus Bridge. We hold that. It's a moral victory there. In this table, in this sector, we have 11 victory points and the Germans have 7. So a win in this sector. However, overall, the Allies have been held, Germans with 58 victory points and the Allies with 52, as we saw on the board. So a bit of a victory for the Germans there, but the Allies have not been pushed back. But a great game. Thank you very much, Tony, for organising it. Everyone's thoroughly enjoyed themselves. You can see everyone pushing the pack up as quickly as they can now. But thanks everyone for taking part. Thank you, Tony, for organising us. Thank you everyone from the Flames of War guys turning up. Everyone who turned up for the other displays. You can see it's all down now with the last go, but it's been a fantastic spectacle and we hope to do it again.